It's all my fault.
Oh, now that my mage is definitely not going to lose this 1300 water that I made. Let me go back to org and scout the thing.
5-minute countdown. It does work out a game, does it not?
I'm scouting
what
it too. Glorak.
Yeah, we have an out of guilder dropping it, but they are a very cooperative out of guilder. So
Yes.
How long does water last logged up?
15
15
minutes.
minutes.
Oh, shit.
So are we doing Ani as soon as it's available and then Rend at 10, 12? Or
Yes.
both of them? 10,
Since
12?
we are not the ones dropping Oni, it's going to be somebody else. We just want to let them do it as soon as it's up.
yep.
Okay, so Onyxia, then bathroom break, then Rend at like 10, 15.
Correct.
Okay.
I would be like literally logged on at 10:10 at the latest. Like waste 2 minutes of your other buffs because if somebody drops Rend before we do, you know.
Yes. We will call out when it has like 30 seconds left. Everybody should log on at that point and just wait for it.
So Melkita just messaged me. He'll be on in probably less than 5 minutes, depending on computer boot up and whatnot. He already has the Oni buff. Rend is the only one he's missing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you want to bother pulling him back to org for Rend or not.
Probably.
Might be worth.
He is.
It's 15% attack speed
Your
on the
fault.
tank. It's worth.
Hey, good news. We sold 2 of our 4 Fellheart belts. That
We're
only
rich.
took like a year and a half.
Cash money.
Lotus. They're going up again.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're about 110 right now.
I'm disappointed about myself for not buying them at 80.
They go up for Darkmoon for a week.
So when are they going to announce tokens for Classic?
Runethak has respawned. Everybody get logged on.
That's gotta be that's a joke, no? Like they're really gonna put that in Classic?
I doubt
Somebody, they're seriously thinking about it.
it. There'd be too many
selling
people
accounts
that
for
That's
like
going to help
Classic too.
I would
gold
destroy
selling.
this game.
They should have an item mall.
Alright, I'm counting to 10 and then telling him to drop it, so. Scandalous, do you have a Warlock here still?
Yeah.
Summon Lengthen real quick.
If they removed my subscription and then had those, I'd be okay with that.
It's the only way to fix bots, but it's a crappy solution.
Runethak is back.
Yep. as soon as Scandalous gets back onto Scandalous, I'm gonna tell him to drop it. So if you're not logged on,
Clicky.
rough.
I'm gonna wait until he starts moving before logging my main.
Where'd the guy go?
Who?
Our dropper.
Hello shots.
He's there. He's standing in front.
And he's moving.
He's moving.
Alright, once this goes out, I left the impatient people. Lol. Yeah, once this goes out, go ahead and log out. You can stay logged out until 10:10, at which point be on. Do not wait until 10:12 when it technically comes off of cooldown.
I'm gonna let my PvP flag go ahead and fall off.
It'll fall off before we actually zone in, so let's save your buffs.
But I thought it
Right back.
back to 5 if
It does reset at 5, but it takes 5 minutes to get from Kargath to BWL.
oh yeah, I
anyways.
guess that's true.
I myself will be right back.
Hey, this is Melkita. Should I log in, or it sounded like I caught the tail end of don't log in till 10:10?
10.
Ren doesn't reset until like 10:11, so we're gonna be logging back in at 10:10 to get that
Does, any,
as soon as it's off cooldown.
does anybody have a summon or a port? I'm
We
in
can summon
Blackrock
you, I
now.
think.
Actually, I can get you a port. My mage is right outside the door.
Oh, that works.
Right
That's
outside
even
of
easier.
Uber's.
I am back. Next question is, I know that there are a few of you, Warlocks especially, that are already fully buffed and at Blackrock Mountain. If you are fully buffed and at Blackrock Mountain and want to get the FR buff from Ubers a little bit early, go ahead and throw your name into guild chat and we can cycle people through that. Bail.
Yeah, actually, it's gonna put me too close to buff cap, so
I feel like that buff's more important than like
my
Juju.
GM buffs. No.
Forget the Juju.
Oh, no Juju. Yeah.
It's 81
It's 88.
fire res versus 15.
85.
Like,
I mean, I'm
that's
contemplating not even
Veil
using
and
Juju
Fireball.
because if I get PI and everything else at the same time, I'm gonna lose something.
Melkita, are you logging on for that port?
Yep, I just make sure you were
Yeah,
on your mage.
I'll invite you as soon as you log in.
Give me my mage assist real quick. I just want to move the groups around a bit.
Alright, Glorak, I'll get it.
Yeah.
That's the wrong assist.
No one to log over,
Yeah,
obviously.
just give me 1 second to organize things, and I'll get you guys in there.
Alright.
Alright, AFK, 2 seconds.
How long does the buff last? An hour?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, we should be able
There
to
you
make it
go.
to Fireball by then.
Yeah, we will be able to make it to Fireball by then for sure.
Sorry, was on the wrong tune and trying to
Nah, you're
minimize
good.
Mel's logged in time.
Yo, Glorak, do we have strong tank healing assignments this time?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay. Alright, 5, are you available to do a few buffs?
Hey, there it goes. Push to talk wasn't triggering. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Slade, if you want to go first.
I think she's AFK, so I'm gonna go first.
Okay. And
I'm logging over now.
Alright, I'm back.
I'm getting mine first, and then you can log on.
Okay.
you basically log on as soon as Gando gets the buff. By the time you get in there, the cooldown will be done.
Am I good to zone in?
Yes. We did not go to Thunderbluff already now.
Oh, hell yeah, dude, I got the buff. Fucking, he was sitting right at the door.
By the way, me telling people to log on, I'm telling specific people to log on, not people in general, so you guys can stay logged off.
I'm definitely not running to the raid until that shit's cleared. I almost died a couple weeks ago with all this shit on me. It's scary.
Rip.
Slade, you're good.
Logging over.
What's the Uber's invite?
Floral, I will get you in a second. We're gonna have 3 priests in there, so we'll be able to run 3 people through at a time. Speed it up a bit.
I'll be right back. Bye. All.
Slark, do you need your shaman in the group for a reason? Just to hold the spot, I imagine. Do you need your shaman to be in the raid? Okay. We have a few extra people to hold the Ubers, so I'm just trying to make room.
Thank you.
Alright, Bale, if you want to do the thing. Hey, look, Janky Clown's in Thrall's Rage now.
The guild that's about to fall apart? Oh man. Maybe he'll save the guild.
You want my priest to help out with the Ubers buff?
We're not going to have room in the raid. I'm going to use mine because my buffs are relatively unimportant. And then grab another priest. Just because.
Okay.
The fire buff's not really needed for healing, correct?
Not as much, no.
Hey, I'm going AFK for a minute.
Okay.
Also, make sure all the herbalists and miners you guys are not tracking during the raid because it counts as a buff slot. So.
Yeah. If you're not familiar with buff cap, 32 buffs is maximum, and there are a lot of buffs that you can't actually visibly see.
I even hate to ask this.
like...
How do you get rid of that buff?
Just right click on it in your map.
Yeah, what are the buffs you can't see? Like, I'm on my druid. It says I have 6 out of 32.
There's a bunch of them on druid.
Yeah, dude, that's terrible.
Tracking, stance form.
Yeah. So, if you do not have a buff cap tracker, just make sure that you are removing buffs that you don't need. We'll have to be careful. You know, don't put don't put interspirit on like warriors and rogues.
Or thorns. Thorns is a no-no all raid.
Hots are, you gotta be really careful about hots. If you see your target already has renew, don't put another thing on it. Same thing with shamans. I bet you guys are gonna be chain healing most of the raid anyway, but healing way plus ancestral fortitude is dangerous.
So should I just go ahead?
I was gonna say, what time is Rend again? 3 minutes?
5 minutes.
The timer
okay.
is 4:35. So in
And that-
4 minutes, we'll tell everyone to get on.
The Thunder Fury guy said a bunch of people left his guild this morning. So, you may have one.
So
Suck up to him.
I am.
So, Glorik, should I just do Healing Touch today and just not do the hots?
You should be able to renew on most people rejuve on most people as long as the priests aren't renewing, which I don't think that they'll really have time to anyway.
I can't, yeah, because I can't see renews. I can see other rejuves, but I can't see the renews.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about a lot of this while we're doing fire resist buffs. I just don't want to get too into detail about it right now because there's a high potential that people are AFK.
When in doubt, I try to sit like 10 below buff cap. I sacrifice some of the lesser stuff like food and ale and just accept that those aren't going on with world buffs.
Five is back at the keys as far as give me warning before somebody's gonna zone in though.
I think we got
out.
all of the pre-buffed people, unless Wu-Tang, are you here?
Yeah, I'm ready to go if you got room in there.
If you want to grab the fire resist buff, log on and grab that real quick.
Starting to get repops in here, by the way.
Okay. I'll come in on my mage and kill some
Did
stuff.
you clear it 2 hours ago?
Listen, I solo cleared it, so yes.
They respawn after about 45 minutes in Ubers.
I didn't get my buff either.
7:10. Everybody, we're supposed to be logging in now.
It looks a little bit early, but
I would log in.
We have 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
If Bacon has an exact timer, you can push it like another minute, but
It's not exact. I don't know if it's exact, but I'm gonna log in at 1 minute on the timer left.
You need help re-clearing in there, or are you
No,
good?
we're good.
Okay.
I will announce when there's 1 minute left on the timer.
Did you resist that?
Then are we
Stand back
taking time
here.
to get like everybody the fire resist buff with the people who aren't currently getting it logged out? Or
Yes.
just the tanks and a couple key DPS in
The
there?
people that value fire resist buffs, which is almost everybody, yeah. We can do 3 at a time, so it shouldn't take too long.
Is it 30 seconds or a minute?
30 seconds, I think.
Minute cooldown.
1 minute, 10
On the
seconds
fire
left on Ren
resist?
buff.
Yeah.
Who's dropping the Ren buff, by the way?
Both Grass and Slaric. Grass, if you want to delay yours a little bit, just to...
I'll save mine and not.
I would be in
burn
position
it.
and
I
ready
can wait
in
for
case
Onyxia
Lyric
another
doesn't
week.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just be ready in position in case Lyrics doesn't work.
I have one that I'm also saving, so.
Yeah, we have 4 this week? Three available, I think.
Twitch and my priest will have one probably tonight if we do Ubers.
Noted.
Dropping the
That's
port
2 more that we'll have.
at the on head.
Yes, we will. Get onto your mains if you're not yet, if you want Rend. Once Rend goes out, we will port to Thunderbluff to grab Dark Moon Fair buff, then Hearth, and Blackrock Mountain shenanigans.
I'm sorry, I don't have water today. Florell
I
has
can't
water.
get Rend.
Yeah, I
Because we
have
were
all of the
still
water on
running
my mage.
resetting
I will
night.
hand it out to the other mages when we get to the mountain, and then they can hand it out from there.
Are we ready?
For me to get Rend, does it risk resetting the instance? Should I wait?
Is there somebody else in there?
Nope.
I mean, I can just clear it. Like, don't worry about it.
It's all good.
Yeah, we could just
Go
re-clear it. Look, we got a full raid. You're fine.
I'm not going. I'll get it later today. Go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead and drop.
Rend appears to be reset. Yep.
Go, Slark, go.
Yep, there it goes. Perfect. Port to
Port
Thunderbluff.
TB. DPS and tanks, your options are 1 then 1. Healers, I believe it's 4 and 4.
I think that's correct. We'll double check.
Thought 2 and 2 was int.
2 and 2 is it.
I don't think you want int, because its stats are of your base stat.
Sure.
Not
Oh,
of
yeah, that's right.
what you have from gear.
They're all pretty bad for healers.
Oh, it's just
So
base
what
stat
should
only?
what should I do for healing then?
You need resistance. That's the only one that scales.
Actually, yeah, that's not a bad idea.
All the
Resistance-
stats one are only base stats. It's like 10 intellect or something.
That was scary.
I didn't know you could jump off that little cliff there, and yeah, shit my pants a little
I had
bit.
to go change.
1 then 2 for resistance. 1 then 2.
to join Floral's group for the fire resist buff, correct?
No. The main raid is FR buff. If you are interested in intellect, it's 2-2. If you want spirit, it's 2-1.
Damage is 1-1.
Yep.
Is
Don't forget
Primal
to repair.
your missing person in the... There you go.
I'm missing one other in theory because you're holding a spot, but yeah.
Is there anybody that can summon me to Blackrock Mountain?
Yes.
So we're good to Hearth now?
Yes.
If you got all the buffs, then yes.
Hearth, head to Blackrock Mountain, and then log out outside of Elbers.
Unless you're the first one in, then you can go in for a buff.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Resto, if you want to come mind control with us.
Alright.
I'm gonna start resetting groups, Glorak.
Yeah, I'm gonna move him around in a second.
Resto, I need to follow, buddy.
Who's
Thanks,
tanking
bro.
today?
Slark, you are the odd one out for a minute here. Just hang tight. Once I am able to boot 5, you will get in here. Speaking of 5, could you toss me assist or main?
Sorry.
Good lord.
What are we ready for?
I know, I'm bad with buttons.
I am almost at LBRS. Do you want me to go in now?
I kind of want to send groups in coordinated, so that we don't get messed up.
Thanks, 5.
Here, let me. I actually wrote. Where's my thing? Jake, I'm gonna put this into OChat. Show you how I wanted the group set up.
I vaguely remember how.
Yeah, I'm changing them up today
Oh, you are?
for
Okay.
reasons.
Alright. Oh, chat. Alright.
Oh, rip, I fell right off.
And treat 5-second roll as Slark for the time being.
Okay.
So we can whip him. Talk dirty to him.
I'm gonna be logging out as soon as I get to Ubers.
Yeah.
I'm logging out outside right now.
Before we oops, that was the wrong button. Before we get started with mind control shenanigans, I'm going to actually Resto and 5. You guys can get started in there. I have to swap over to my mage and unload all my water. Mages,
We're getting ready for story.
meet me on the balcony, please. And just keep trading me until you can't hold anymore. While all of this is happening, a couple things that are going to be different than normal today. One of the major issues that we had during last week's tryhard week, or last month's tryhard week, was that I did not take enough time before Veil to set things up, and because of UI bugs, I couldn't move groups during the fight. I have fixed that, which is a little bit staggering because turns out changing shamans to blue is the reason that I couldn't move people during combat. So shamans, you're pink today. It's really weird. But my point is, we're going to take a little bit more time before we start Veil this week. I want everybody to be able to Death Wish on Razor Gore and have it up for Veil as well. I also want people to be able to pre-pot and then repot. and all those other nice little cooldowns. So after Razor Gore dies, there will be a solid 2 minutes before we start Veil. That being said, during that time, I will be marking the pack after Veil, so that we can do that really quickly after he's dead. Other than that, no major changes from last tryhard week. Generally speaking, everything will look very similar.
It's not ready yet.
Yeah, and caster DPS. If you're using a greater fire protection potion for Veil, I recommend using it before we start killing Razor.
Yeah, as long as you're behind Razor Gore, it won't get used by Razor Gore. Similarly, if you have a greater fire protection potion running when you're killing techs, don't stand near the techs. They do deal fire damage. All right, where my other mages at? I've got water to give you guys.
Logged out. I'm getting in there.
In the meantime, I'm going to start calling names to zone in and get their FR buffs. Let's do the tanks first. So, Grass and Daddy.
Done.
Done. Nice. Let's do... Who else off the top of my head? I'm not in raid right now, so I can't even see people. Let's do Casters second. So, Mages, while you guys are logged on and grabbing water from me, go ahead and zone into Ubers and grab your buffs.
Did you want to give me more?
After you've acquired your buff, please log out again, just so that we know who is in the instance and who isn't.
Sheep that one. Sheep it. Sheep it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to kill the 2 ads on the left.
I feel like there's a mage that exists that didn't trade me yet.
I can log in
You
to
don't-
clear.
I guess go ahead and kill them now. You can pull the stuff on the right and not aggro those.
Oh, I guess I'm not that good.
Can you mind control those, or do you want them resheeped?
Alright, I'm hopping over to help.
Break the sheep. Hang on. I'll get Don or Star.
Please don't poly them. Just, he has to have them out of poly.
Yeah,
to
they
be able
keep
to
countering
cast. Just put a dot on them, shield yourself. Mages, counterspell them.
Grass, I'm removing you from the group for a second here. So that I can get
Scandal,
started
go
again for
ahead
the
and
buff.
leave. You have the buff.
Just kidding, I can't remove you because you're an assist.
Glarak, you want to take this one or not?
Sure.
Yes.
Just remind me that you're not in the group so that I can get you back in here after. Alright, Sar, come on in. Alright, now I can actually see people. Dice, Cursed, Sammy. You guys go and get in here. Bacon.
Same as in.
Bacon logging on.
Curse, go.
Psycho and then.
And then.
And then. Hooray!
It is 30 seconds, by the way. It's less than 30, it's 25.
And then logging in or going in.
Yes, please.
Can I request my
Clueless.
bird to get it too?
Clueless Endurance. Yeah, we can give it to your bird.
To the bird.
Well, he's all world buffed, so just to
Wow.
keep him around.
You're good and then.
If you have your pet out for tribute buffs, does your pet get them?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think they could.
You can get Rend, Dragon Slayer.
Any of the
Mauser,
AoE
Heart.
Lengthen, Bangu.
But with that, you cannot dismiss your pet. As soon as you do that, it removes all buffs. So you have to
Yeah,
keep
I found that out the hard way.
You said you want us logged out in BWL now?
No, log in, get in. Oh, well, you're good, yeah. You can log
If we
out
have the
wherever.
if we have the fire buff, can we go inside the instance and log out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, go.
If there are mobs up, I wouldn't risk it, but you know.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a horde to run from UBRS to BWL.
I just ran through. There was nothing up.
If I log in, is there a summoner in Blackrock Mountain?
Don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah, I got loot on one of these cards.
Lime, Antipathy, Wabaki.
If it ends up being after I leave this raid group, and we can do some group swapping, Milkita, and I can summon you with my warlock.
We can also just summon you with one of these. Once, or with one of our warlocks, once 5's out of the group. Or once we're done with this, rather.
Slurka, group park there too.
Night Mist, Giadi, Anton. Yeah, Slarik's locks are parked there. Five, are you good?
Got spell locked.
Okay.
Just need a second.
I'm getting Wabaki.
Anton, get out.
Clawhaku, Mookie, Worm.
Guards are up outside, so be careful.
Ishtola, Liquid Duke.
Yeah, I already get the buff, thanks.
Okay, Primal. Scan, did you already get the buff? Alright, looks like we're down to our last few, so if you haven't gotten the buff yet, log on.
Don't forget your sack.
Are warriors wrecking on Vale, or do you want us to do it on Firemaw?
I want warriors to wreck on Firemaw, please.
Very good.
I need back in a group, sir.
Yeah, I'll get you in here in a second.
Are you gonna tell us to go in, or do we just go in?
Come on in. If you do not have the buff yet, come into Blackrock Spire. Yeah, as soon as you get it, leave.
Daddy, go. You got it.
Now's our get out. Dude got it, right? Yeah. Or,
You want to go ahead and kill mine, and I'll get out of the group?
how are we gonna do?
Murrah's here.
Yeah. Okay. As soon as
They're not that hard to kill.
Yeah. Go ahead and drop.
What do you need me to do?
We're killing triangle. Kill triangle, not circle.
Oh. I can leave, right?
Yep. Yeah, pass me lead 5 before you leave. Sacktoth, are you online? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good luck today, everybody. Tear it up.
Thank you so much for your help.
Milkita, did you get a summon, or you want to do that now?
Can do that now.
Give me
Yeah,
a
if there are
second to get
warlocks that wants to log on real quick to summon Melkita, we are almost done here. Don't forget to give yourself the buff, Resto.
We don't have any other locks in Blackrock Mountain, like Alts?
Slark's team is. If Melkita, if you want to drop, get summoned by Slark and rejoined. Alright, let's get out of here. Ready, Resto?
I'm gonna refresh it. I got 2 seconds.
Okay.
Melkita need it.
Who am I whispering? Laramana?
Everybody else, go ahead and get logged in. We will
I'm
make our way.
on to summon Melkita. Is he in raid group ready for a summon?
Slark's got it.
We have mages with water on them.
Oh, Slark does not have
Slark
it.
does
Alright.
not. Alright, Five's got it. Five's got me.
Just up board.
We're about to start clearing to the instance.
Don't we need to trade water, Gloric?
The mages should theoretically have it now. Mages, if you need to make more, doing it while you have the Veil buff is like real nice. Alright, get logged in, get zoned in, get buffed up. Razor Grower is just like last week. I will call for everybody to stack behind him when we're down to the last egg or two. Melkita will have infinite threat the entire time, so be free to go ham immediately.
Glorak, how do groups look?
I will double check them. Just give me 1 second.
There's a few changes that need to happen.
Claw's definitely not the right one. That much.
Okay. You're right.
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
I just did it quickly. Yeah.
I actually wanted them to be person specific, so yeah.
Did you?
I'll work on that while people are getting buffed up. Just for DPS splits later.
I didn't see anything in no chat when I logged in. I think I logged out before you finished typing it out.
Oh no, it was in the Discord, my bad.
Oh. Ah, I didn't look there. I was looking in game.
This is looking better.
Can we get AI on
Okay.
group 8, please? Thank you.
No spirit on tanks. No intellect on tanks. I will strangle you.
Be careful about how you buff today.
Okay, did you fix it all? Looks like you did.
Exit, I am putting you into the Tranquil Air group. Just, if you can, I will pay attention to this, but try to let me know who is the Ignite Mage, and I will swap based on that. I'm going to do my best. Okay, we're going to have Melkita and Daddy on the far side. Grass and Dice on the near side. Just make sure things don't kill people. That's all. Actually, you know what? Who has more mitigation gear? I don't really want mitigation gear for this, though. That should be fine. Forgot to empty some of my bags before we came, rip.
Let me know when to log back on. I'm fully buffed.
You're burning logged in time talking to yourself.
Let's do it. Everybody get on. Pull timer's happening in like 10 seconds. 2 far, 3 near, 4 far, 5 near. Mookie, Worm, far side. Resto, Ishtola, near side. Everybody ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kill somebody if they get mind controlled.
Do not.
This one's for Diglett, everybody.
I can't cast that yet.
I'm surprised nobody's streaming today.
I guess I could turn mine on. Streaming to YouTube and streaming to Discord at the same time, that was a little bit...
Pick whoever's got the prettiest UI.
That's me.
You ever tried to watch a 21:9 stream on a 16:9 monitor? It's not fun.
Wu-Tang. I'll get Elements, and Slade got Reckless, and you get Shadows.
Healing assignments for Veil are going to be both simple and intensive. So I'll go over them a little bit right now. I'll remind you before we actually do the poll as well. But, Shamans, if you notice, there's one of you for every 2 groups. As in, there's a single Resto Shaman in groups 1-2, a single Resto Shaman in groups 3-4, etc., etc. So Psycho, when we get to Veil, you are on groups 1 and 2. Lime, 3 and 4. Mura, 5 and 6. Anton, 7 and 8. All 4 priests that aren't named Glorak are on the tank. Cursed, you and I are going to aid with some spot healing on the raid when we need to. But the kill time should be short enough, and greater fire protections should be useful enough that you don't feel too much pressure, I'm hoping. Main goal is don't let the tank die. Priests, if our group gets low, I will prayer of healing us. Don't panic. Just keep flash healing. Or greater healing if you have the trinket, which is really nice. Speaking of greater healing, just for buff cap shenanigans, Resto, I'm going to have you break 8 pieces for Veil. Just toss on, like, literally anything else.
you let me know when Razor Gore gets dropped next? Before?
Alright, when I have magic on it.
I just want to put my curse up before the boss.
Ah.
Good to go.
Speaking of which, I don't know if anybody did put amp magic on Razor yet, but please do.
It's on it.
Thank you. I can't see my own pet buffs. Feels bad. $20 till the next drop. And actually, I think Milkita, I'm going to have you take it on that one, so again, 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Do the furthest one last if you can.
I'm pop my greater fire protection now.
Alright, everybody follow me. I am Star, come to Star.
You're gonna PI me instantly, right?
Yep.
Start fearing the mobs.
Blow 'em up.
Infinite threat. Challenge accepted.
2 seconds. 1 second.
Was Will on cooldown? Everybody pop your greater fire protection potions. Rogues, mages, far side. Warriors, near side. Warlocks, near side.
Ah, the heroes. You are persistent, aren't you? Your ally here attempted to match his power against mine. And
We not catch them?
They're getting away.
That's fine. Let them go.
Honestly
Don't
fine.
risk a death.
and destroy them.
Did you say we're waiting 2 minutes now?
I'm waiting for people's greater fire protection potions to come back off cooldown, yes. Also going to pre-mark the pack after.
There's an ore up here.
I'll get it eventually. Once again, healing assignments here. We do have 2 hibernates after this, by the way.
He's got, what, 40 seconds of dialogue? So,
Yeah.
let me know when FPPs.
We're at 110, so 30 seconds. Healing assignments once again: Psychos, group 1 and 2, Lime, group 3 and 4, Muramaha, group 5 and 6, Anton, group 7 and 8. Also, all casters move up. Come over here. Melee DPS is on the other side, so we want to be able to reach them with totems and chain heals and all that good stuff. Go and start the dialogue, guys.
Sorry, melee DPS is what?
On the other side, so that when he turns to people with mana, you guys don't get parried.
Well, I have mana, so I'm staying on this side.
Yeah, my bad. People without mana bars.
Daddy, Melkita, Dice, Primal, Clueless. All of your first GCDs are Sunder Armor. Everybody else, wait for me to call DPS on. The possibility of parry is real.
Go ahead and put the port up.
I must release it.
What do you have? improved demo shout? Or does nobody have it?
I do.
Okay.
Five.
Wait until
four,
grass gets 2 hits in.
two,
Or do the thing.
1.
Now. He parried the first one. Turned at you guys.
Holy shit, I died.
Like the board.
It is.
Exit. Where are the lips at, guys?
Greater fire protection potion.
I had one.
Should have been off the ground.
Just came up.
I had 12 seconds left.
Ready to run on me.
Holy crap.
Good aggro doesn't mean infinite aggro. You guys scale better than I do.
Good for fucking 13,000.
Yikes.
Good.
Alright, move up, move up.
I don't know if you care or not, but there's an ore the other side.
No, I don't really care. I'll grab it after this pack. And then you're cutting triangle, grass, you're on circle. I'm sorry. Yeah, grass you're on circle, cursed you're on diamond. It moved skull, didn't it? Yeah, it did.
Is that a thing for a summons?
Yeah, we're gonna get you right after the debuff falls off exit. Melkita, you are on skull. Daddy, you're on X. Dice, you're on square.
We good?
Bacon is on his way back. You might want to move another shaman into the tank group for threat on these mobs.
Yeah, pull. Good, and then stack them at the bottom of the ramp here.
Did.
Yep.
Did you get the hibernate off?
Yep.
I got knocked. Somebody get skull.
I got him.
Alright, everybody stop what you're doing. and blow
Cursed
up
on the
buff.
other one.
Curse is
Just
down.
kidding.
Cursed on triangle. Diamond. Diamond.
Curse is dead.
Everybody stop what you're doing. Kill the diamond.
He's back up.
He was back up in time.
I was trying.
Good job, and then you can drop.
So your power infusion thing tells me when it's up now?
Yep. Blow up circle while we're waiting for triangle. Tank, grab a triangle, please. Alright.
Seethers or
And,
flame
ooh,
scale first?
We got a cloak.
Ooh, nice
Hey,
cloak.
hey.
Seethers first.
There's that cloak of Draconic Might over here.
Don't
Actually,
do that too often.
I'm gonna save Slade and Wu-Tang's buffs here. Slade, go summon exit. Bacon, you're on your way back. You can stay outside to help summon. And
There are mobs outside. I'm gonna be coming inside right now.
okay, never mind. Well, actually, you can just run out right after.
Yeah, I can. But
Scandalous, go help summon.
yeah,
Sure.
I do not want to lose my buffs.
All right, should be good to pull here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's the question mark for Slade?
Who am I summoning?
Exit.
Exit.
On a positive note, there should be number 2 in the world for Warlock on Veil.
Power infusion burning adrenaline is a little bit too strong.
13,000 crit. Check it out, mage buff.
Slade, where are you going?
Oh boy.
Slade going into the wrong instance.
You can skin them with Bucky, I literally do not care. We used to have people send us scales from this stuff every week, and I literally could not sell it as quickly as we got it. Most of the scales aren't worth anything. Alright, blow up circle. And
Can I get some ghetto buffs, please? Thank you.
And then you can start pulling whenever.
You want me to start pulling?
Yes, please.
Orc trio.
Grass got it too. Lime, do you have inventory space by any chance?
Taskmasters first.
I have 18 slots.
Beautiful. I forgot to add these on. So.
Alright, just remind me after, and I'll mail
I
it
will
back or
probably
whatever.
forget, and that's fine.
I'm moving myself back to the tank. Anton, you're back with Warlocks.
Second Talon Hatcher.
I'll save you, Mr. Rogue. Try to.
No, Dookie. Rip.
Anton, you don't need to drop Wind Fury, by the way.
I just swapped Anton into your.
Yeah, I was just letting you know.
Yeah, got it.
Oh, there, I
Where
put
is your
something.
body at? Oh, thank you.
Way up in the corner.
Okay.
I put something to remind myself and to do Glorak.
Hey, just for my own, like, personal use, if you are a DPS that still has world buffs, could you put a 1 in range at? Still have a vague idea of who to prioritize when I'm saving people.
I lost 14% crit.
All of the mages.
They're losing 20%.
Warlock problems.
Up to the corner.
Can I get dampen magic?
As long as you remember to click it off after.
Oh, that won't be a problem.
Why is this suppression lasting a day and a half?
Because one that was down was activated and hitting us. The one right at the very start in the corner was pulsing even though it was down.
Even with all these world buffs, we still get spread.
The alcove is clear.
Some of them, well, behind us. Let him catch up. Ducky's gonna die again.
Flahawk, are you
Nope.
here?
Claw.
Yeah, keep moving.
Well, at least I can't lose my world buffs now. Worry about buff cap.
What are world buffs?
Claw isn't dead yet, so that's a good sign.
Claw's back. He's with us.
Gotcha. The other thing is, with everybody with greater fire protection potions like that, and FR buff, I don't know about the other healers, but I was kind of bored. Just freaking target flash healing, hoping to keep the DPS alive.
Do these at the top of the stairs, then corner.
Yeah, the tail swipe is rough.
I got swiped 3 times.
The issue I found was that I had the FAP on Razor, and I lost my greater fire protection because of Conflag.
You have to use
and then
a
when
PvP trinket on Razor. So you can use Lip on.
Yeah, dog, I don't have a PvP trinket. I don't do that
It's
crap.
rank 2, dude.
Nah, fuck all that.
You can get it in like 3 AV.
That's 2 more AVs than it should take.
What do I want to do?
We're gonna get some from behind, maybe? Someone dropped a Thorn League pod.
Save them buffs, man. Any way you can.
We're getting another group coming in. I think I'm gonna beat you, Glorak.
No, if this Hatcher gets any closer.
Yep, I got you.
You're good to take that blue call. Shield you as soon as you guys.
Alright, move up. First cubby. Mana up some here, then second cubby.
Maybe I'll get you with the marker in just a second.
Just one, please, exit.
Second cubby, hug it tight, let rage stack for killing mobs.
Alright, this is the only fight in here outside of Veil that I think you guys might have to watch yourselves, so be careful. If we kill him
Check yourself
quickly
before
enough,
you wreck yourself.
the knockback threat reduction shouldn't matter. But if we don't kill him quickly enough, then it all of a sudden does, and you will die. So, play your life, play your buffs, play your threat.
Use your lips.
That's right, girl. Or guy.
Clueless will be doing
Get the
Thunderclap and
suppression
Demo
down.
Shop, so don't waste rage on that.
Yeah. TC and demo assignments have been handed out already.
Alright,
down.
we ready?
Let's do it.
Incoming.
Meld them as the unit. Big ignite.
Daddy.
Shit.
It's on bacon. Rip.
Blow it up hard.
Ha!
Shot.
Stayed alive. Ooh, Maladeath. Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh, look at that
Pretty
damage.
sure we already know where that's going.
I'm on the
too.
meters. That's a 99.
Oh, wow, bacon.
Are you clearing this back room here or no?
Cleaning
Yeah,
up
clear a
some
little
of
bit
it.
please. We don't need a lot of it, but clear at least a little.
I'm amazed I didn't get aggro there.
We're only pulling 2 things back, so.
You didn't get aggro because I got aggro.
I was about to click my lip.
I put you into the Tranquilator group.
Yeah, I still technically had aggro.
Alright, that should be good enough. Is there a mage without world buffs? Did anybody die? Okay, is there a mage that's confident in their ability not to die while they're cutting text?
Not exit am I?
Okay. Go ahead, Slark.
Like exit and I never made it both without
There are a
with
couple
buffs
wolves back here
from
that I
it.
want to die, please. Kill these. Everybody get back into the cubby. Oh, it's the warlocks. Go ahead and pull in then. Or Saktoth. All these hunters look the same.
That's racist.
They all just went right around the traps.
Yeah, I went there.
Rift traps.
What
Sorry,
the
they
hell?
separated pretty quickly.
Blizzard's just let me know that my account is about to be banned.
See
Oh
ya.
my god, what did you do?
Lizards?
Yeah, Blizzard's. And I need to go to www.accwow.net. That's
Do
not
it.
even trying.
Millimeter Black Lotus.
How rude.
Every
Especially during.
attention. Grass is on triangle. Let's put. Daddy, you just lost buffs. Let's put Melkita Skull Dice X Daddy Square for this one. Hunters, follow me. Actually, stay like right here and just watch what I do here. Back up just a little bit while firing Melpats. I did get a
Oh my god, I just got the
potion,
same
so.
message.
Yo, Blizzard's
Chris.
just got me.
Oh no.
Oh god, we're all screwed.
Just watch how I do this pull, because it's tight. The key is you can't go any further than this line right here. Where's that swiftness potion?
That's still recharging.
You're so fast.
Pull the little ones off to the right, please. If you pull aggro and die to these, it is your own darn fault, especially triangle.
Get ready to taunt Skull. I'm gonna cast spells on it.
Well, you won't.
Oh god. Ignite on fire vulnerability is bad.
Yeah, you and eggs aren't allowed to die until
I'll
Pride,
taunt.
okay? This is Shadow.
Oh goodness. Good thing you taunted last
That
stun.
taunt was great.
Yeah.
Good taunt.
That would have been 2 dead warlocks for sure.
Who all would have had matching buffs?
Okay, the 4 priests that aren't named Glorak, you guys are on tank healing. I don't think that you guys will need additional support. Let's put 1 shaman. Nah. Let's put 1 shaman over there. Muramaha. You're also going to be on tank healing.
Roger.
All of you that are on tank healing, come with me real quick. Quick. You must tuck yourself into this corner tightly. If you go too far past these tables, you will pull that pack behind you. You do not want to do that. Alright, come back. Alright, we're going to grass primary on this one. Melkita's doing swaps. Clueless, you're on Thunderclap and demo again.
Yes, sir.
Daddy, you're on standby in case we need backup. Let's have, and then can you pep pull this?
Say when.
Greater fire protection potions if you haven't yet, by the way.
You want him? He's coming.
Yes, please. Everybody heads up. Healers get ready to move. Keep grass alive during the initial pull, raid healers. Nobody should smack fireball until it's in position. Alright, should be good.
Not to unload totally.
Watch your threat until he gets a little bit of a lead.
Buff it in 8. You guys are
Keep it
scaring me.
taunting.
Yeah, sorry.
Tom, make sure you fire resist total.
Five.
Keep it taunt.
I've got 11 stacks, but he's at 20% go ham.
Yep. Murder it. Raid healers go ham. Let them stay in. Nice. Very, very nice.
Alright, following Glorak.
Yep, everybody back the frick up and follow me, because this is going to get dicey. Alright, you see where the tip of these? I'm just going to tell everybody how this works. The tip of this edge right here. Straight line down.
Just a tip.
Tell your pet to get in line, then.
He does his own thing.
Very nice job, everybody. If you have grenades on you, use them on the techs here. Alright, same targets as previously. That is Grass Triangle, Melkita Skull, Dice X, Daddy Square. Please, Sammy and Liquid, be on square.
Happy.
Incoming.
Do not go to the left here. Do not go back towards where we were. If you need to move, move backwards toward the wall.
Everybody on X. Before we get a spawn. Good.
Nice job. Same thing, but with a little bit more room to work with. Drink, 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 drink.
Oh, I can't. It's behind the skull. It's behind in the left corner there. It's, there you go.
I'm just gonna say this because it happened during the pug. See where I am right now? There are mobs on the other side of this wall up here. Do not go up there.
Incoming.
Don't stand still if you are in the front of the group. Techs are proximity based.
Don't pull stuff on the other side of that wall, please.
Yeah, do not go near X. Like, you guys are dangerously close. I know the urge to be behind your target is a large one, but
Or up here.
alright, we should have one more target on this one. Mauser, if you want to be on Moon. Duke and Antipathy, kicks on Moon. Incoming. Don't stand still if you're in front of the group. Daddy, where are you?
I am currently a squirrel.
Yeah, but where? I can't find any of you guys to dispel. What the heck?
Just down the stairs.
Oh, you all LOS down. Okay, that makes sense.
Big rip.
Ah, Songflower is disappearing.
Yeah, it's about that time, I guess.
Only if you
I
logged
got
in for too long.
7 minutes.
I got 7.
Yep, 7 minutes.
Every second counts.
Haven't died problems. Fuck.
You move those traps up a little bit. Should be good to go. Pulling these down just a little. Give the mages this space to do their thing, and everybody else find on the platform where the totems are. Pull.
Corruptioning a mob I've only moonfired. That's ballsy.
Imagine Shadowbone.
Damn it.
Have some nature.
Alright, start drinking as soon as these die. We have to wait for Ebon Rock to pad away anyway. We're gonna have Grass on Skull, Melkita on X, Daddy on Square. We're gonna have Dice play backup on Skull, Night Mist play backup on X, Mauser play backup on Square. While you guys are on backup duty, do not stand near the mob. Stand far enough away that you will not get stunned by it, so that you can taunt if your tank loses it. Do not open up on these until we know what they do. If you die, it is your fault.
We set?
Alright. Everybody back up. Give the tanks room to bring these back. We don't want them near where Ebon Rock Pats. Go ahead.
Come on up.
I'm slapped.
Kill the Shaper. People DPSing way too soon. Are you slept or banished?
I'm slept.
Okay, we need another tank on X.
I'm stunned.
There's gonna be 3 tanks on X at all times, please. Lenthen is third tank. Heal Lenthen.
Slept Skull.
Can Trimmer dispel it?
I do not believe so.
Yeah,
I'm stunned.
we'll try.
Pick up Square someone. Quick.
Stunned again.
Go Square Shadow, so.
This is being handled about as well as it could. I appreciate the quick responses.
How'd like 3 people ahead of me in threat.
Healers don't stand next to the mobs. You'll get stunned. People will die. Alright, very nice. Let's move up and get set up for Ebon Rock. Tanks, Oni Cloaks, tanks, Oni Cloaks, tanks, Oni Cloaks. We are going to wait for cooldowns in between Ebon Rock and Flame Gore. We'll wait the 2 minutes or 3 minutes, whatever it is, for short cooldowns. more interested in parses than I am in the 2 minutes on the speed.
Tanks, the two of you don't have it taunting every time a debuff goes out and every 4 seconds before a wing buff it.
Mm-hmm. Tanks, go ahead and get your quarter. We'll have Grass do the pull. Grass, if you just want to wait at the bottom of the ramp, honestly. Less thrash attacks.
Fewer thrash attacks.
Yeah, that's actually the correct way to, grammar.
Lesser.
I have 1 minute on Songflower.
You've got a 9th grade English teacher to blame for my fixation with that.
You want Clueless to keep up with the Thunderclap and the demo shout there?
Yeah, we shouldn't need it on these 2 bosses.
You can demo, but
yeah, don't worry about stance dancing. How long does this guy take to pat down? You're just gonna grab him?
A while. Can I grab him?
Yeah, please. Everybody be ready to heal Grass, because he's gonna need it.
It was a full debuff without a taunt.
Minor resisted.
4 seconds to wing buff it. No taunting? What the hell, guys? There's 2 of you.
I don't know why Daddy's not, but mine's getting resisted like every time.
This is the boss that the hit trinket is for. Yeah, not too bad.
Nice, rejuve gem.
Fuck yeah. Oh wait, that's mine.
Reported.
Guess now I have to act like a real healer, huh? Alright, I'm using my PI cooldown as a reference here. Should be about 1.5 minutes, people. Does that sound correct?
Mm-hmm.
Logging out for a minute. Got it. I've got 3 minutes on Rend buff. I'm saving that as long as I can.
That's, You're right, Ishtola. I won't, because I am seriously debating just, passing.
Just equip it.
Yes. Damn, dude.
I'll give you money.
You deserve it.
Yeah, but I'm not a real healer right now. I will be for AQ progression, though, so, it is worth.
Anything, though? Damn.
You will be.
Used to export a string, a weak aura string in group. How do you link it?
You just shift click on it, like you would link an item.
Lengthen.
Only when you log back in, Grass. Or the group or whatever.
I'm gonna fire a protection potion in case we miss a trank shot.
Alright, go ahead and log back in.
That works for that?
Yes, it does.
Alright, so pop your fire
That being
protection
said, Trank rotation is and then Saktoth Claw Haku.
We already got it set up, thank you.
Oh, never mind. Trank rotation is whatever you guys had previously set up.
So and then Sektoth Claw.
Good.
We good? That was yes? Okay.
Be on top of those tranks. The casters will love you for it.
If you're not, we'll hate you for it.
True. I was trying to be positive.
Double taunts before every wing buffet. On Malkita for the foreseeable future.
Those trank shots, fucking beautiful.
Keto tonic.
Nice.
Whoa.
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 Wow.
That was pretty good, Bowser.
Alright, same targets for these 3 drakes, same idea. If you get slept, please call that out. The sleep mobs can sleep multiple targets at the same time, so we do need to put an extra tank on it. Tanks.
Click off your mark.
Alright,
ready.
Stone down from skull. Skull. Slept on skull.
Alright, let them your own skull too. Just watch if it hits somebody that isn't a tank name. Also, tanks, this kind of goes without saying, but you know, once your mob is dead, just play back up on the others.
Sonic Avenger.
I swear we get one every week. Alright, if you need sands, come up and trade with me. DPS, hold on to any that you might have, and use them.
Hey, look at that. We got another Draconic Avenger.
How about some DPS capes?
We have a Draconic Cloak. Did you not see that drop?
We have a Draconic Might Cloak?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one
No
drop.
shit, I didn't. No, that would be the first
Way
one that we've
earlier.
ever seen.
Yeah,
It is.
I started to think it didn't exist.
Anybody else need sands? Last call. Okay. We're going to have Grass do threat things in case, you know, time lapse. Thank you, Meldum. That would be perfect. Let me get a couple rebuffs out real quick that are just starting to wear off.
It's bad luck for me, Bacon.
Just play smart. If it's time lapse, be ready to walk into it if you're above the second tank and threat. If you do not have good enough reaction time or do not have cast bars turned on for whatever reason, then stay below the second tank. Looks like we should be good. Go ahead and get back on Slade. Let's get a summon out on Sammy.
Here's Sammy.
I gotta repot in 4 minutes.
Yeah, should kill it in 4 minutes with this group.
Yeah. Definitely.
Alright. Here comes the pull timer.
5, 4.
Priests,
3,
I have dispels as
2,
always.
1.
Cursed, grass is not backing you up on poisons and diseases this week, so that's basically all you'll be doing.
Careful, these fire exit.
Quick repositioning.
Parry, dodge, parry.
Oh fuck me, dude. Careful, Shadowvon.
First breath in 8.
First breath.
Breath in 2.
Durin's drop,
Ignite
Slay
flash.
drop. You guys are ahead of the second tank. That's 1.0. Lack of thunderclap.
Yeah, Daddy, you're on thunderclap and demo.
Nature Vuln. Next breath in 4. Frostburn. Threat
Means we have to watch our threat a little bit.
Can Murray get a... Never mind.
There's a lot of you.
Ignite Flash in 5.
Come on.
Give us a fire. Sunder's about to fall off.
4 seconds on next breath. Everybody out.
Come on, Shadowvon.
It's so depressing, like 80% of the fight was nature weakness.
I'm enjoying it. Big Earth Shocks. I got a 3k Earth Shock crit. And good job.
Stop running away from...
If you're burning to death, don't run from healers. That fight would have been the Boomkin dream.
Yeah, right.
Probably would have pulled threat though.
Alright, we're going to have Grass and Melkita on the north side. I'm sorry, south side. And... I changed my mind. We're going to have... Did I change my mind? No, I'm okay with that. Grass and Melkita on the south side. Daddy and Dice on the north side. You should be good in DPS gear here, Dice. They don't hit hard. Just don't let them run. Group 2, south. Group 3, north. Group 4, south. Group 5, north. Ishtola, south. Resto, north. Worm, south. Mookie, north. Mages, south. Anton and the Warlocks, north.
Don't forget your Oni cloaks.
Where was Bacon going?
I didn't actually say. Whichever side and then is
Okay.
not on. There you go.
And then... Where's N then?
I'm up with the tanks.
And
South.
then is south? Okay, so I'm north. Got it.
Warlocks, if you get black, call it. Mages, if you get blue, call it. If either of those things happen, everybody will switch. Gando, you're on the other side.
I was testing you. Good job.
Alright. Incoming.
Normal people going out.
Yes.
Let the games begin.
Alright, Mages and Warlocks switch.
See, I was on the right side, I told you.
Yeah, it's like 50% of the time.
50% of the time we get it wrong every time.
What the?
Wait, where are all
I got
of our
teleported
allies,
again.
Group 4, come south, please.
Who got teleported again?
Me.
Where?
To the middle of the outside.
Group 4.
Like outside the dungeon or just in the big room?
In the big room.
That's length and antipathy with Bobby.
Just where you're standing.
South.
Worm is mind controlled.
How are we getting an entire group on the wrong side?
Lengthen and
Half of them are still here.
Worm. Don't kill Worm.
Can I walk over?
Don't kill Worm.
Here.
Lots of UIs are not set up well to identify which group you are in.
Yeah, we are, by the way, still missing 2 melee DPS from south.
Anti-Wapaki.
Antipathy, Wabaki, go south.
So Worm.
Thank you.
Worm, mana
It's
burn,
a
exit.
4 south. This is south.
Slurry threw out profanities when they listened.
South was blue. That's like very risky.
Yeah.
We need a compass add-on, apparently.
Be one of those guys that has the rotating minimap.
If we were not world buffed with 20 freaking melee, that would have been a wipe.
Healers come.
I blame Makita.
Shit.
My fault.
Alright, let's go.
I didn't go out early either. I'm coming.
Oh man, I just died.
Did you forget your cloak, Mauser?
Try hard week.
Oh shit, I did.
Oh my word.
And that's a bummer.
I had time to swap my cloak. Warlock, kill the ads. Are we missing Fairy Fire? We are. Thank you.
Sorry.
Actually, gonna change my weak aura.
Mage
It
call.
only recognizes
Mage call.
Only recognizes feral.
Does your demo shot also recognize demo roar?
No.
Demo roar is the worst roar.
Add that to the list.
Hunter call.
Sunders. Thank you.
Okay, get ready. Druid call.
Mages decursing Mokita. Be on it.
We have
ads incoming.
Big incoming ads.
Curse incoming.
Good job.
No rogue call.
I didn't get
Shaman call. Move to the Shadow Flame.
Oh, this loot.
Oh, it's decent loot actually. Not for
Not for
The Shadow Flame is
casters.
pretty good.
Like, we haven't seen caster loot on the frame for so many weeks now.
We haven't seen any Kroll Shruks or
Imagine Neph weapons.
Staffs or the Axe or the Healer Maze. We haven't seen any of that.
What's a Locomere?
What's
Right?
a Locomere?
So we need to do BWL splits so we can not have them for 2 days.
I can start handing shit out, right?
Yes, you can.
Does that
Good
mean
job,
Money's
everyone.
tomorrow?
Less than an hour, right?
Just about.
I think it was
more.
It was just over an hour, like an
Little
hour
more
5
'cause
or an hour 10.
Lost Rend.
So we pulled Razor at 10:42, and we killed Nah at 11:44.
Yeah, so exactly an hour.
Is the Dark Moon Fair buff 4 hours of being logged in?
Yes, if you want Dark Moon Fair
Yes.
for tomorrow, you need to be logged in for 4 hours before you can get your next one, which means I will not
Which
immediately
is-
be running a tribute.
Another 2 hours and 13 minutes.
Yes.
No,
Okay.
2 hours 47 minutes.
We got loot things to do. Yeah, we'll do loot and org. We have to kill Runthak again anyway. Isn't that only if you have Nova World buffs?
It's Nova. Yeah, it's Nova.
Yeah.
You guys see that fire mall parse?
Yeah. I updated Nova this morning, and it's already telling me I'm out of date.
Yes, and then I saw that parse.
That's that FR gear.
Yep.
So good on the lips.
We had 13 people with orange parses on Firemaw. 2 of them with pink.
I lipped too early on Veil and I didn't get the debuff.
Rip.
Bash my fucking.
I knew it was
Rip.
gonna happen when you guys started doing the lip on full.
Oh, that's so bad.
Alright, give me 1 second. I'm just going through and removing the reserved items from what we're about to talk about. Duke, you got your boots, right? Yeah. Maladath has one. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to open up the loot stuff. I will announce priorities as I do. So be patient in your button clicking if you're not, not obvious about what you're supposed to click.
Just for clarification, so long as we have the add-on running, there's nothing special we got to do. It should just work.
Correct. Actually, let me do a version check real quick. Scandalous and Worm. Do you guys have the add-on disabled?
I probably might actually do. I'll fix that. Sorry.
No updates since last week.
No. 0.10.1 is the most recent. Most people are up to date. Length and Primal Dice, you guys could update, but it's not a huge deal.
I should be good now. Sorry about that.
Let me just scroll through this real quick. Alright, there's nothing you want anyway, Worm, so I'm just gonna do the thing. Alright, Cloak of Draconic Might is Prio 1 Warriors and Enhancement Shamans. Black Ash Robe is obviously off-spec stuff. Ebony Flame Gloves, Warlocks, and Shadow Priests. Angelisa's Grasp is also technically an off-spec item, but if you think you can use it for something useful, please Prio 1 that and put a note. Tell us what you think you can use it for. Archimondo's Ring of Reckoning is for tanks. Let me get through my own stuff real quick. The Primalist's Linked Waistguard is 100% an off-spec item at this point. That's good for Elemental Shamans. Boots of the Shadow Flame are Prio 1 Feral Druids, Prio 2 Rogues and Enhancement Shamans, Prio 3 Warriors. Arcane Infused Gems, you guys just do the thing. Herald of Woe and Draconic Avenger are also going to be off-spec shenanigans. If it is an upgrade for you for any reason, throw a note into there for us. And of course, the Red Dragon Scale Protector is a shaman item.
Where was that rejuve? It's staying in glory.
Disappeared. Yeah, the Rejuve Gem and the Maladath for some reason not on there. Thinking.
Maybe somebody reserved those items.
Maladath goes.
It's crazy talk.
Hey, Gando.
Hey.
You trying to be 8 of 8?
Yeah, I'll be 8 of 8.
Alright, man, grats.
Do we have a 300 engineer that can make
I'll
a
be at
salt
the
shaker?
mailbox.
Move by room tech, bro.
Are all of our council members still in the council channel? I know it occasionally boots you guys for some reason.
Hey, Glorictus, I didn't need any to lose there. If I go ahead and log, I gotta get to work.
Yeah, you're good, bud. Have a good one.
All right, thanks. Have a good one.
See you, Scan.
See you guys.
Where you at?
Thanks for the raid.
By the way, it's important to put on the piece of gear that you're going to be replacing. So,
Yeah.
like, you wore your Oni
We're gonna need
cloaks.
all of the melee DPS that are interested in Cloak of Draconic Might. Please link your cloaks.
All Ani cloaks.
Yeah.
Lol.
Lesson we learned from this: there is not a good melee cloak up to this point.
You're not
Pretty
wrong.
much.
Hey, Glorak, what should I be marking for reserve stuff?
I'll add those last. It's Rejuve Gem to me and Maladath to Antipathy.
Yeah, in Phase 5, there's the AQ20 cloaks, there's Cloak off the first boss and AQ40, which are all real strong.
That's too much competition. Can I change my reserve?
Everybody's hanging out by the bank. Come kill the orc. Murder orc.
What was that, Sammy?
Can you link your cloak? You're wearing Oni too.
They're all wearing the same thing.
Pretty much.
Just read my note and
Alright,
that should
murder
explain it.
orc coming in.
Ah, our plan didn't work.
Rip.
Resist.
Uh-oh.
Rip.
I'm trying.
Save him.
You were not ready, were you?
No, I'm doing the classic thing.
We've had too many successful attempts. Alright, I'm gonna let DR wear off.
Yeah.
Murad, do you have...
Is DR a thing with resists, too?
I don't know. Do you know?
I don't.
Oh, Angelistos is for priests, right? For the mind control.
Yeah, in an ideal world. Slade did take the last one because she wants to play with it and see if it's useful before Nax. Which is,
It's like a meme item for anyone else, I think.
2% is pretty good.
I'm looking this up right now, see if I can find the information.
Alright, let's give it another go. Murder orc again.
Hey, Mellerlin. Can we use your bank for disenchanting?
You said antipathy for Maladath?
Yes. That's the other thing about this add-on. It tells me who's an enchanter.
Bad Nymeria. Claw, your pet.
Down the Maria.
There's also specific.
You have a grunt.
We have a
Mike.
grunt.
That's for disenchanting, by the way, Lime. You don't need to mark that.
Oh, okay. I was about to.
I thought it had a specific message when you awarded something for disenchanting, but apparently it does not.
That was sick, Grass.
You guys are murdering orcs. What's wrong with you?
It was attacking our friendly priest.
I don't trust this many of you.
Just get on the couch and let it happen.
Disenchant Lime.
I love when people say send them a tell when they're selling something in chat, and then you send them a tell and they don't answer. They don't answer, and you finally say, "Okay, I guess you're not selling them." And they'll say, "What?"
You're such a boomer.
Yeah, if you don't need any loot, you guys can head out. We're making our
Is
way
there
through
a
it pretty
ZG
quickly.
happening after this?
Yeah, I'll do a ZG on my mage. Just give me a little bit.
Keep in mind, you need to stay logged into your main for tomorrow for DM buffs. Or Dark Moon Fair, I mean.
I thought it was account wide.
Nope.
Nope. Character specific.
Hmm.
He's got the big circle over his head if you win something.
Is that Thunder Fury Thrall's Rage the guy we're trying to snipe?
Kufax?
Yeah.
A good lick. I'm sure that'll win him over.
He has Band of Acuria too.
He's
Onslaught
decked.
Girdle, Edge Masters.
He's decked out.
Where is this guy?
He's got a skull on his head. I think he's up at the auction house.
He's right in front of the auction house, yeah.
He's gonna get 50 people inspecting him.
Be like, what's all the attention about?
What? I get a piece of loot.
Yep, everybody that was before you is not here.
Wow.
Well, that's my 3-piece, tier 2, I guess.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm in hand, so I don't need it. I don't have any space to store it either. Rip my bags. Okay, what was in that slot? I used something. Oh, I know what it was. Okay.
Kurt, you don't need any tier 2, do you? I guess I'll pull up the page.
Who are you asking?
Cursed.
Alright. Congrats to
What?
Resto on Angelistas. Congrats to Wabaki on Boots of the Shadow Flame. Dice on the Archimontos ring. And then on the Arcane Infused Gem. Melkita on the Draconic Avenger.
Clark, we doing a ZG after this?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys can open trade with me when you win stuff, by the way.
You have the star on you.
I do.
Hey, Sammy, you're the Nemesis chest, right?
I do.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Congrats. We don't have an Admir today, do we?
We do not. Psycho on the Herald of Woe.
Whoa.
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 Me on the gloves. Ooh. First real tie vote. Wow, this is a double tie.
Your system is broken.
Alright, we have a tie in votes between Muramaha and Anton on the Red Dragon Scale Protector, and also a tie in their LCM stuff. So if the two of you could roll. The system has layers, Grass. Layers.
It's like an onion.
They're both gonna roll 68 here. Damn.
No.
Rolling was the system we had before.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Dice AFK.
He might be. Alright. Let me also just add an award Maladeath and Rejuve Gem real quick for record keeping.
Are we wrapped up then?
Almost. We have to talk about this freaking cloak.
Oh yeah.
So I can go ahead and put Prio 1 on that Reju gem, right?
You can, but it's mine anyway.
Mala just popped up on RC Loop Council.
Warriors get, I know you're not asking for input, but Warriors get the quest 1 in phase 5, and the other people have to wait for the Scarum and Cthulhu drops.
Rogues and Hunters also get it.
Oh.
I'm gonna let this timer run out.
Yes,
I
can.
I didn't get an option to prio on the Rejuve Gym.
Huh, weird.
That's strange.
Grass, are you talking about the CTS thing, sword thing in phase 5?
No, the things Bangu just linked. Those are quests from Cenarian Circle AQ20 chains.
Yeah, AQ20 has cloaks for everybody, except for enhancement shamans.
Boo.
Yep.
But Enhancement Shaman takes this. I'm not sure they stay at top of the list for Scarum's Cloak.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was looking at the Prio list for AQ, so Druids basically are bottom on everything, correct?
You knew what you were getting into when you signed up.
I did not, because this is the first time I've played a Druid.
On tier gear, yes. On regular healing stuff, no. You're gonna share with most of us.
Time to re-roll.
I went Tank Warrior just in time to take all the loot.
You can hang out with us, Cursed. The Hunters.
That's it. I'll go boom.
Yeah. Go Kitty, man.
All right, so we are good. We're done, correct?
Yeah. We're just having a long conversation about the fact that everybody wants this cloak.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to my Hunter and wait for GG.
Cloak isn't like a huge upgrade. It's like 7 DPS or something, so.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's gonna be mad about it. It's a lot of people.
I was thinking, yeah. I can bow out of it also because I would rather have the hit from the AQ cloak since I have a higher hit cap to hit orcs.
I have a funny feeling that you're all going to use the AQ cloak anyway, so this is more of a now upgrade than anything else.
Yeah, those AQ quest chain cloaks are nice compared to what came before.
How do you pull up the
Well,
RC
you
loop
figured
history
it
again,
out.
Mark?
How do you pull up what?
The history from loot?
/RC space history. It only shows our loot council stuff, though, so it only goes back a couple of weeks. If you want to see further than that, you have to pull up the website. Go through the player records. Which I'm looking through right now.
Is the AQ quests, are they like hard to do? I've never done that before.
Which ones?
It's very ZG-ish.
Like I know the armaments are hard. That's like technically a quest. Because those are drops.
Hey, can someone give me a caster flask, and I'll give you the mats for it later?
I can trade you on the bank hall. Just give me a little bit.
Crash, you still in here?
No.
We do still have a head of Nefarian, too, though. Let me hand that out.
What did you normally do just spell wise on Chromag? How many?
50 to 80, depending on how many come out.
Yeah. Okay. Then that's about where I'm.
And then a whole bunch of poisons too.
We didn't get a whole lot of poisons this time.
Basically, I tried to watch all the groups without a shaman and get poison off them first.
How long until you start the ZG, Gloric?
As soon as we're done with this Cloak of Draconic Might.
If everybody's bowing out on it, I choose not to bow out.
Not everybody's bowing out on it. It is a decent upgrade for a handful of people. Is Dice back?
Not yet.
Also, Daddy, come get your head of Nef.
But don't turn it in.
Yeah, hold on to it for
just out of curiosity, Grass, and I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but when you're rolling on stuff right now, is it for your warrior tank or for your?
I put in the note best in slot for cat DPS, but I barely cat DPS and I'm main changing. So
yeah, I saw that.
I made it pretty obvious.
Yeah, fair enough. Just curious.
I have not and don't intend to take an item before the switch happens.
I'll take your DFT.
Yeah, well, if I had passed on it, it would have gone to Shank, and then nobody would have gotten it. So
yeah, I'm fucking with you, brother.
Hey, Gloric, you want your shit that you handed me back?
We maybe yeah I do.
Okay, so the cloak takes the bind on equip idols, right? Which you can buy. And the scarabs, those are from AQ20, I think.
The scarabs are from both.
Yep.
The scarabs are going to be relatively cheap because so many people are going to be running both instances, and a ton of them are going to be dropping. They drop off of the trash. They drop in the chests. They drop
First week they'll
everywhere.
probably be dumb prices because people won't.
Oh yeah, no. The
Smart
first couple of
about
weeks they're going to be stupid expensive, but after week 3 or 4, they're probably going to just tank down to like, imagine BG prices week 1 versus now. It's going to be that kind of a difference in price. They're probably going to be more expensive than those, but
When's this ZG going on?
Soon.
They get done with the loot stuff.
That's been asked like 17 times in the last 5 minutes.
Lime's been busy.
Interviewing a Thunderfury warrior?
Recording loot.
I'm talking to the Thunder Fury Warrior right now.
Don't seem too eager. Play it cool.
No, I know.
Did you say the Thunder Fury Warrior?
Like maybe
Yes.
forget his name
same one,
sometimes.
Are we poaching him, or did his guild disband?
His guild's falling apart.
His guild. He's waiting until the guild completely falls
Oh,
apart.
you want to hear how we know it's falling apart? They've recruited Janky Clown.
Good lord.
They had a bunch of leave this morning, apparently. So
It's unfortunate.
Send him that. Remember that puzzle, that picture puzzle I had? Send that to him. See if he can figure it.
Oh, it took like 12 of us arguing for an hour to realize
picture
we were all
puzzles?
retards.
Oh, the one with the ice cream and the shoes.
Yeah.
I've not seen this.
Don't even go looking for it. It's fucking stupid.
No, we're fucking stupid. It's fine.
All right.
Going to a roll off, aren't we?
No, we're not. Actually had a decent majority on this one.
What? For what?
Hey, Grats, man.
Who won it?
He's not even online.
Lol.
Who won it?
Melkita. You can pass it to me. I mean, I'll hang on to it. I'll wear it for him.
I'm logging back in.
Fun fact, I cannot award myself the Rejuve gem.
Give it to me then.
Can any of you do that? Pretty sure you have to be a master looter to do that.
I'm just curious on the thought process on that. Not because I didn't win it, but just curious because
No,
that doesn't show up in best in slot for a tank on mitigation.
I'm
or
echoing that. Like, I'm confused by why a tank would want that, much less take it. Shrouded Mists is better for
mitigation.
And then, well, better for aggro at least.
And Cloak of Fire Maw.
Yeah, I'd be taking Cloak of Fire Maw before I'd take that, if we ever found one to drop. But between Shrouded Mists and the Rag Cloak, I wouldn't even consider that.
I just find that to be a two-tier issue. One, that Melkita wanted it, and two, that there was an over-resounding majority vote on.
So, transparency is a wonderful thing. The vote for that was 4-2. And the vast majority of the discussion was surrounding both upgrade size and the fact that the people that it would have been the biggest upgrade for still haven't gotten their dungeon item that would have been just as good. So a little bit of lack of effort on farming some dungeon items there. Other than that, it's a lot of just everybody has similar options. It's not a huge upgrade for any of them.
Do we have a bunch of our DPS that aren't using Cape of the Black Baron in the meantime?
I mean, I got Cape, but Zillion Tiger is better.
Those are
For the
kind of
record.
your two best choices, right?
I was using the same cloak as Mel just because I was tanking before.
Yeah, I mean, the Cape of the Black Baron is pre-biz. It's not even raid biz. Zulian Tigerhide is bottom of the barrel best in slot. with cloak being top for any DPS warrior. I'm just, it is what it is. I'm just saying that it's very strange, guys.
For what it's worth, I tend to agree with you.
And considering we've never seen one
for
before,
a long time.
I guess my only concern is it going to Mel who will wear it sometimes, as opposed to a DPS warrior who will wear it all the time. Or Bacon, for that matter. Like, it's his way this too, right?
Let me talk to a couple people and see if you haven't changed their minds.
Can we get everyone to relink their cloaks too? That was going in on it.
there was a whole bunch of people in the very beginning that also said that they passed on it. I'm not sure if anybody's paying attention.
That was Bale and Bangu. I've been paying
You know
attention
what?
to it.
I have an idea.
Well, the pass was after the because the tool was showing that they hadn't passed.
Yeah. The part of this is also, we're going through your cloaks in chat as opposed to in the nice convenient tool. And that didn't help either. But let's do this. Hopefully everybody has their actual cloaks on this time, yeah? Nope.
Before you click on it, put your cloak that you're replacing.
You guys both have Ani cloaks on still. So.
You all have Ani cloaks on still. One more time. Put on something that isn't an Ani cloak. You got 30 seconds. If you have your Ani cloak on, we're not even going to think about you.
Did I give you Bloodfang Bracer?
You did not give me Bloodfang Bracers.
Okay.
What the fuck? This is Ani cloak shit, dude. Are you wearing your Ani cloak, Clueless?
I'm not wearing my Ani cloak. I'm wearing my Cape of the Black
bugged.
Baron.
It's bugged then.
Why does it still show that? Alright, I'm going to do this one more time after I reload UI.
Do you have to be in range of you for it to see our proper cloaks?
I think the add-on communicates it.
Maybe it's what people had equipped when you first started linking items in it. Even though I don't know, you made a new session, so it shouldn't do that.
Nah, because my cloak shows my cloak that I swapped after the boss. So.
Yeah, because when it got linked originally, I had already swapped out. So I mean, like, I'm not sure if this is where this is pulling the information.
All right, everybody, all you warriors, come to Star, just in case it's inspection range. Yeah, Bale. Yeah, that is entirely true. And no, Lucky, actually, I would argue that having discussion about loot council decisions strengthens it. It is a very new system. There are a lot of people that are still learning.
Including the officers.
Mm-hmm.
It gives everybody, a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for?
Opinion.
Means that they say what they had, not just taking everything at face value.
It's good practice for when an actually contentious item drops. This one's just kind of meh.
Do you guys on the loot council? Do you guys actually have a representative of each class so they know their classes?
We have people in each role. It's hard to get somebody of every class. Especially, well, I should say it's hard to get somebody knowledgeable of every class too.
I know warrior loot is so hard. Like, it takes so much time. You have to sim like for hours to figure out what's best.
Yeah. Right now the council is 2 healers, 2 physical DPS, and 2 caster DPS.
I don't know why it's still showing me Clueless with Onyxia.
Yeah, me neither.
Hey, where's the tank representation in that
If,
group?
if it helps, there I just linked what I'm wearing.
I am the tank representation. Which is why I did not vote for you on that cloak, just by the way.
I mean, I knew what you were wearing. I just annoyed that the tool's not showing.
Yeah.
Is it showing
Everybody
it
needs
for
a
everybody else?
refresh or a reload, but
I
whatever.
think they all have. Roughly the same.
We're still bringing in randos into a loot council type chat.
What?
Like there's the loot council, and then are you guys still bringing in 2 random people to voice their opinion?
Yeah, there are 3 officers and 3 rotating core raiders.
Okay.
Duran's is offline. We know Duran's will.
Yeah. I need to check something actually.
Didn't Duran say anyone that's not clueless?
That's fine. I'm not sure if Psycho Shocks was serious or not, but we did this in my last guild as well with bringing in randoms for the loot council. And the issue that I found with that is they were very easily swayed because they don't know the best in slot pre or raid for each individual class. So usually what ended up happening, and I seen it firsthand because I did it too, was the first name they got dropped just got said over and over and over again. It was very easily influenced.
That's why I said what I did about each class represented.
Well, and best in slot is, for some slots, is still somewhat arguable.
Absolutely, for sure.
And situational.
And Mel, I hope that there's no hard feelings in me just questioning the loot council on that choice.
If it's not your current best in slot, don't pew on it.
Here's the other thing, and I have to go back through the video and double check. But based on the responses that I'm getting from you guys, I don't know how Melkita ended up with 4 votes.
Well, arguably, I mean, what are we talking about best in slot? Like strength-wise, it's
Something you're going to utilize
7
every fight.
Right, but it's 7 more strength than the Dragon's Blood Cape. So that means 14 more attack power. So I'm going to generate more threat. It also has the agility for the dodge, all like what 0.7% dodge, 0.7% crit. So it is more threat if we're talking about wanting me to generate more threat per second. It is less stamina, and that is the only thing I'm losing when switching out.
Cloak of Fire Maw would be 50 AP versus, what are we looking at, 32 AP on Might. You just gain half a crit off the agility. You get more stamina off Fire Maw, less stamina off Might. Elementium Threaded Cloak is more mitigation.
We still haven't seen a cloak off Fireball though, right?
Yes, we never had one.
I've not seen a single one.
Yeah, they're
It's
both pretty
hard
rare.
to decide whether or not are we going to see those other things to get those pieces to other people.
But Firemall's rogue,
I was
currently
gonna
rogue
say,
only.
I didn't think that I was even going to be up for a Cloak of the Firemaw. I mean, it being 50 attack power, I would think it would go to rogues, maybe hunters. I don't know.
Yeah, it's good. Just if I could jump in as a warrior, like as Fury Prod anyway, the 50 AP scales with Bloodthirst, your primary threat generator. So it's, I mean, they're comparable though. If you're deep.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing better than Fire Maw for a Fury Prot warrior is going to be the cape off of Azergos, which we're just not going to see anytime soon.
And with Mel being the deep prot, it becomes an issue of how much do you want to increase his threat versus increase his mitigation. But that's for the guild, and obviously the guild council is set up to do it this way. Like, where do we want to go and what do we want to focus on? It's also, I think, a concern, like Gando and Slade with all of their threat issues, is like, how much more can we give them in upgrades as opposed to helping out people that are a little behind if they're already having to throttle? And I presume we have some DPS warriors in that same issue.
Yeah, but what we have to take into account from that point of view is, will this cloak stop them from having to throttle? How much of an increase in your threat per second is it going to be? And does that make a difference on how much they have to throttle? A significant difference, I guess.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it
think the hope.
depends when you're talking about 0.7% crit. Did I crit in this? Did I crit 2% with that during this fight, or did I crit 0% during this fight?
But 0.7% crit doesn't make 2% crit.
It's
It can,
probably easier.
because it's random when you crit. Like in a fight, like I could crit 0 times in 500
Yeah,
attacks, and then I
crit
could
is
crit
for
12
pole
times.
variant.
Right, but could you get another 0.5% crit from something else and still crit 0 times?
Right.
Well, yeah.
I think
Consistent. So
is
0.7% probably isn't consistent enough. Right?
Well, for that case, then people's. I mean, what is consistent? What are you talking about? Consistency for a DPS
Like
as well.
you'd have to sim all this stuff. It's probably easier to go off of lists where people have simmed all this stuff. I know that Firemaw would like crit is more for pole variants for tanks. It's AP is more for total threat over the whole fight. Crit is because if you have low points where you get a dodge in the first few seconds, you also have a chance to get a crit and fix that. So like, you have a maybe like 10% chance of losing threat on the pole, but the crit can maybe save those situations. So the consensus is crit is more for pole variants and AP is for total threat over the time.
Right, and my only argument was that cloak provides a little bit of both, making it kind of a combination between Cloak of the Shrouded Mist and Dragonblood's cape.
Yeah, I don't know
Congrats,
exactly
Primal.
why the list puts it higher. Like, I don't know how the list is constructed.
Well, looks like a decision was made.
Yeah, so I repolled the council. The way that we have the add-on set up right now, the votes are anonymous. That's mostly because when I record raids, the voting window is right there. So if you guys want to see how the voting process looks, you can look at my streams at any point in time. But I don't want you to be able to see who voted for who, obviously. So I have that enabled. That said, I pulled the council in the channel after you guys called us out, and I honestly do not know how Melkita ended up with 4 votes. I think somebody might have misclicked. Multiple people might have misclicked. One of the things that happens when you unvote for somebody, and this is something for the current council members to know and for everybody else to know too, if you vote for somebody and then change your vote, which I know happened a lot with that cloak, when you click the unvote button, the list reorders itself to be what it originally was before you could see the votes. So pay attention to the name that you're clicking next to, as opposed to the place that that person was in the list previously. I think that things might have actually just gotten messed up from a logistics perspective there, not a decision-making perspective.
The main thing I hope people get out of this is, I think, open and polite communication and sharing of information is going to help us out in the long run, and that a lot of these decisions are very complicated to make.
And just like Clueless said, the newbies jumping on the bandwagon. If the first person voted for Melkita and then the next three are like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure, click vote.
You actually can't see anybody's votes until you have voted. So
Correct.
That should prevent some of that at the very least.
There is discussion in some sort of a chat group, I assume, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is part of the reason why I was so confused, because I don't even think Melkita's name was brought up in most of that discussion. But yeah.
Well, where did Dice go? Because I have 2 pieces of wrath
I'm
for
wondering
him.
the same thing.
Probably had to go to work.
I can just log my character if you want to toss them over to me. Just give me 1 second to empty my bags. Because I have a ring for him too.
And Milkita, I hope you didn't take my comments as offensive or anything. That's how I like to rouse conversation, is to challenge things.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, somebody, I forget who asked it, but somebody asked, where the tank representation on the council was. I would like to think that at this point I know tank things, which is one of the reasons that I did not vote for Melkita on the Cape, because I know that there are better options, and I know that he's going to be prioritized for those better options, especially come AQ. So, yeah.
I think that was Mel and not completely serious. More of a half.
I'm not upset at all. I'm not, I don't mind not getting it. It wasn't about that. I would just argue that it's still a better threat per second upgrade. I have the Shrouded Mist Cloak. I have a Mitigation Cloak. And I also have the Strength and Agi Cloaks from... I think I cut out. I was walking around the house. I think I got both the cloaks from Rag, so I don't mind passing if somebody else has worse. I don't know what other people have. So
yeah.
If everybody else has good cloaks, I still think it's a decent threat tank cloak.
Yeah. Real quick, not to divert the conversation, but Psycho, are you still here? Because I do want to get input while we're in this mood and talking about these things. You mentioned something about the shield.
Igloric, can you change or get the flask real quick so I can start flying and heading to ZG?
Yeah, give me 2 seconds. Basically, so I will tell you that I voted for Anton. The reason that I did was because Murrah had the ZG offhand, which is only slightly worse than the Veil thing from a healing perspective. Whereas Anton was rocking the MP5 shield. So, just for me personally, that's all it was. Is he had something for one situation, and I wanted to make sure that he had something for the other situation too. That being said, nobody should really want that shield anyway, because the AV offhand's better. So. Oh, I got the trinket, Resto. It was my reserve.
Wait.
Does that make sense to you, or is that still...
Anton actually has the same ZG offhand as I do.
Does he?
He does.
I don't know that would have changed my vote, but it would have made me think harder about it.
It's not a huge upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying this for a while, but as far as healer offhands are concerned, like especially shamans, I know you guys like wearing your shields. They look cool and shit. But any healer that doesn't have the AV offhand should be going for the AV offhand. You will not replace it until, I forget who it is is it Sartori that drops it?
Yes. I think. Yes.
The AV wasn't bad on the weekend. It took me like on the AV weekend. It took me like probably 15 hours on my mage total over the whole weekend.
It's especially not bad if you're able to walk away while you're in queue.
Yeah, because you have 30 minutes to not get logged out, so it's it's pretty easy.
Turn the sound effects way up, find a quiet corner, max your speakers out, and you can hear it from anywhere.
Yeah, I set a timer on my phone for like 28 minutes or something, and I'll just run upstairs. It sucks, I know, but it's like one weekend, or you could spread it out over like a couple months.
Healing offhand, are you guys talking about that replaces the AV?
It's
Battle Guard
something-
Sartura's Might. 6 int, 6 stam, 51 healing, 5 MP5.
You doing ZG invites?
Which instance is that?
AQ40. Third boss on Atlas Loot.
I looked right over it.
Alright, I need to switch characters for a second. Give me 1 second.
Is that CG full yet?
Hasn't even started yet.
It has not even started
Just
yet.
getting this last really quick, then I'll start.
Yep, lots of things to deal with. Give me a second, sorry, team. I need to go get out of the bank. Give me 1 second.
It's 30 Dream for right?
I sent you the mats for one, so grab 2 if you can.
Okay.
Farewell.
I'm over by the lamppost here. And I do agree with you. Psycho Mura has been here longer. We are luckily, like very luckily, in fact, in a spot where most of our shamans perform at a very top tier level, both Mura and Anton included. But one of the things that I personally, and again, these are all my opinions, right? You have to talk to the other council members if you want theirs or what they were thinking, along those lines. But the way that I personally look at things like that, especially the smaller upgrades like the shield, are when you spread loot around, you want to spread it in such a way that, giving a newer person a smaller upgrade, for instance, in order to give the older person the bigger upgrade sooner, makes sense to me, I guess.
Yeah, because you don't want to have the person that deserves the best in slot to get second best in slot, and then you're giving them both.
It's one of those things that, like, if we give yeah, I understand your doubt. But call us out on it. It's one of those things. Every single member of the guild has a voice, and I try to make sure that that's the case. So, yeah, if you see something you don't like, please.
Mukra. Dabu.
That's a Sammy question, Gendo.
Alright.
I am almost caught up on my stuff. So ZG invites will be soon.